Okay, if you can hear me, give me a thumbs up, okay? Yay! Oh, all right. Yay! Hello, everybody. Okay, here's the reason we're doing a live stream, which I only usually do for our meditations. Zoom is glitching for me. Second day in a row, tech support is absent without leave, has not helped at all. And as you saw, it took 3 tries to get this going. So the internet is wonky, which I hope means change is upon us. So if it is, let's make sure that we celebrate the end of the old internet and all this stuff together as long as we can. Okay? I do have one concern, and that is that if I take your questions, and I'm happy to do a few questions here, I've got several decks out ready to go. My signature thing is always letting you see me shuffle and deal, and I'm going to try to see if I can do that. If not, I'm sorry, I'll have to do it the way some other readers do, where they hold up a card and you just have to trust that they're using integrity with the shuffles. Okay? So let's see who's here. I see Kevin, Sweet Ginger Cakes. Of course, Julie, Transcending Grammys here. Yay! Yeah, there is lots going on. Lots going on. Guys, I have 3 different videos I want to do, and Zoom is not allowing me to do them. So I thought, I can't be the only one noticing current events going on and having questions and things like that. Forever Free, thank you, Locate, that you say we trust you. Thank you, Barbara. Yeah, I will not interfere with my connection to the universe just by trying to play shenanigans with the cards. I take my intuitive gift very seriously. Okay? The Ascension train is here. Be legendary. That's great. Yeah, guys. So, is anyone else noticing electronic glitches? It took us 3 tries on the live stream to get it, and I didn't change anything. I just had to try 3 times. Okay? All right. So, got a question there from Hagerman66. Electricity, is it changing? Let's ask the cards and find out, okay? And then Julie, after this question, I'm going to ask you to, I'll be looking for you to tell me the next one you saw, okay? So you type them, Julie's going to relay them to me. That way I don't have to try to watch the chat box as we do that. So our question to the universe, is electricity changing in some way? I had a card pop out, King of Swords. Okay, probably a soft yes with that. Let's see. Oh, is electricity changing, and are there insights and information about how it's changing? Okay, so here's what I'm doing. Got an acoustical tile. You can see me, this way you can see me cut the deck. As always, take the middle so that I don't have any impact on it. And then, let's see. Okay, questions indicated by the lovers. We have the Fool, 2 major arcanas. That was a great question, apparently. Okay, recent past. We have the 8 of Cups. Current, Wheel of Fortune, things are changing. Ooh, okay. Near future, Strength, another major arcana. Then we have the Queen of Cups and the Tower. Okay, now I can live, my conscience does without, so thumb up, were you able to see me? I'll hold it up now and we can talk about it. But that way you could see me shuffle, you could see me cut, okay? Fabulous question, okay? Look at the major arcanas we've got going here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 7 cards were major arcanas with that question. So absolutely, electricity is changing. Our reality is changing. Our world is changing. This may be, I'm getting goosebumps. This may be the start of a visible world change event. Absolutely. And in the near future, if you look here, we've got the strength card saying that we are going to a place that's beautiful and stronger for our energy and for ourselves. Okay? We're being advised to be emotionally intelligent as we face these changes, whatever they may be, whether it's the internet, electricity, whatever's going on. Okay? And then tower moments coming for our reality. Okay? It absolutely is. I'm going to pull 2 more cards. I don't have the sticky dots for those, but I'll just hold them up and you can see what the universe had to say about a little more. Again, a 10, which is a completion card. It means, we are at the end of our era. We kind of knew that, though, didn't we? And a reassuring card with the 6 of Swords that we're moving from a world with slavery and evil and programming that was negative to a much, much better place. Okay? All right. So Patricia asked about missing animals. Can you tell me a little more about wildlife that's gone missing or what have you? I know I have been hearing that some of our intelligent ocean life is being taken to a safe place. Is that what we're looking at? So I'm looking for transcending. Granny, to tell me a little more about what I'm asking about. Okay. So she wants to know about animals that are missing. I'm going to get a new deck. I've got some selenite here, so you can see the process. Selenite is good for charging and clearing. And if you take a deck, even though this is a different deck, because I want to have a little time between deck use to clear the energy, tapping it on each 4 corner and then specifically thinking of our questions. So we'd like some information from the universe about the animals on this plane of existence. Are they NPC? Are they just insights and information about the wildlife and animal life on in this plane of existence? Let's see what the universe wants to share. Okay, I'm trying to shuffle where you can see. Then I'll cut where you can see. 1, 2, 3. Taking the middle as always. Okay. First card, 6 of Wands for a question. 3 of Swords for a clarifier about it. Recent past, Knight of Cups. Six of Wands for the present. Near future, got another 10 of Wands. Okay. I'm trying to separate this and still keep you where you can see everything. This is a poster putty I used when I was teaching. Okay, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune again with this different deck. Not in the main position, and Ace of Wands. Okay, so we were asking if there were insights and information about animals. Were they NPC and other insights and information? We are getting a yes with the Ace of Wands here. Our question is indicated by the 6 of Wands, which is a card of victory. So If animals are disappearing on us, it's because some are being taken to a place of safety. It was just too much for our benevolent beings that are helping us to watch, for example, dolphins being asphyxiated in toxic oceans and things like that. So some have been removed, absolutely, to minimize that, especially the mammalian and more intelligent ones. Okay. Now, in the past, we have the Knight of Cups showing up as part of the information about our animal brothers and sisters. Okay, and he can be, let's see. What I'm getting is, because we know we're in these tower moments and there's so much going on with our world, there's a lot of events happening right now. We are at a completion stage for a lot of those events. Okay, we're getting a little bit of reassurance here that even the animal souls, they chose to be here. They have life contracts just like we do. Whether they're our companions or they've volunteered to come here and be food product, even knowing some of the harvesting methods, they have had some soul contracts of their own that they've been fulfilling. Okay, and but again, getting some reassurance here that some that are being removed are being done so just for their safety and their well-being. And again, a hard yes on that NPC question. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yes, right, Susan C. The NPC is non-player character, gaming term. Okay. But despite those that are, there's some that are here fulfilling a contract, especially our helpers, our guides, our companion animals. Absolutely. Okay. Give me a minute here to get those cards off and that poster putty back in spot. And then I've got a third deck that we use for the next question. And again, if you weren't here at the start of the live stream, the reason I'm doing this is because Zoom has not been giving me the tech support I need. It's not working for me. And even this live stream took 3 tries to get with camera working. So something's going on with our world. And we wanted a little time together to support one another. So in the comments, feel free to say hi to each other and let us know that you're saying good thoughts and intentions and prayers for one another. And reassure me, people, that if the internet goes down, and today is the day that things really do change, you're just going to hang in there till we get back together again as a group. Hi, Susie. Hi, Star Traveler. Hi, Forever Free. Okay. Yeah, greedy does it. Yeah, I think I am. I think I've made myself a target of some shenanigans. I don't have any official strikes with YouTube. I try to be really careful, and I think it's not so much the political stuff, but I've been trying to help everybody become more aware of their powers of discernment, to use those and trust them. That we have powers of manifestation. I mean, future generations are going to be able to just make manifest with thought things that we save and buy in 4 years' time. So we've got those powers that we're starting to learn, okay? And I think that's part of why I'm getting some shenanigans. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm going to look for my moderator, Julie, to give me another question. And this time it'll be with this deck, the plaid deck. Oh, I'm glad you're having a good time, Annie. Oh, look who's sleeping on the sofa over there. Can you see her? She doesn't photobomb much anymore, but there's Chloe. Okay. Okay, Julie, are you still here? Can you give me a question? If not, I'm going to scroll back up and pick one, okay? Look for maybe question. Oh, maybe. Is the Q phenomena a positive AI program to bring down the negative AI running our world? Okay. All right, maybe. We got your question here. Is the Q phenomenon, let's say it's the 17, you'll know what I mean. Is the 17 phenomenon a positive AI program to bring down the negative AI running our world? Okay, and again, I'm gonna let you watch me cut. 1, 2, 3, take in the middle. Okay. Ooh, got the devil card. Okay. Then we have the 7 of Wands, a determination card. Then we have the 8 of Wands, 3 of Cups, 5 of Swords, High Priestess, and 7 of Swords. Okay, so let's take a look at that. We were asking if the 17 phenomenon was first of all, there's no hard yeses here. None. Okay? In fact, we're kind of getting a negative here with the devil. Okay? Now, he's about temptation and misdirection. So we do know that with 17, there is misdirection built into the communications. Okay? This is a determination card. So whatever is, and those people involved with 17, even in this time of change and flux, there's still a lot of determination with them. Okay, I'm not getting an AI program, although I do feel like there's AI elements to 17. Like a quantum computer, the looking glass technology, that kind of thing. Again, we're getting reminded that we're in a period again of transition and swiftly moving events. Okay. In a different type of question, I know that this could mean the product, but in the form of this question, this is kind of a reassuring one, okay? We do have some reason to be moderately happy with how 17 is interacting with us and communicating, and with the forward motion of the plan, okay? Near future, we've got a 5 of Swords, aspected by the High Priestess. So we've got 2 out of our 7 cards are major arcanas. Okay, she is about secrets. So there is information about 17 the universe does not want us to know, because it can impact the timeline and going on. However, there's going to come a time, because when the High Priestess shows up, truth is very close to being revealed. She is directly in front of that veil. Okay, and when it is, we just need to be aware that, again, this is a strategic win card, which is kind of cool. So the 17 is still following a plan and strategy. And there's shenanigans involved, as we know. I mean, that's why I'm doing a live stream. But it won't ever be as successful as I hoped. Okay? So I don't know if that answered your question maybe as well as you wanted, but we gave it a shot, and that's what we've got. Again, no hard yeses about that AI, but there is some trickery involved with the 17, like I said, misdirection. I shouldn't say trickery, but misdirection. And it's deliberate, because both sides look at it. If only the white hats looked at what was being communicated by 17, then there wouldn't be that need. But there's going to be some look here, not there. There's going to be, hey, we're doing this when they're actually doing that. And that's just the way it is. This is war, guys. You don't put all your battle plans out in public. You don't publish them. Or if you do, you make sure they've got a good, healthy mix of information, so that your true plan is known only to a very few at the very top, so it can roll out with the most success possibility. All right. So it's Good Friday. I know people have said that so much of our history has been changed, and pagan celebrations we were told that they were our religious ones, but I go to Source, my loving Creator. As far as I'm concerned, this is a weekend to thank Him for loving us and being there for us, and He truly is in so many ways. Okay, the smaller decks seem to be working well. Let me clear the first one I used, the one that has the star. These are all some version of the Rider-Waite cards, always, always, always. Okay. All right, looking for my next question. Julie, do you want to type it or tell me who to look for? Susie, I see your question. I don't even need to look. You asked, are C21's Christian 21 sources guides trustworthy regarding the 3 days of darkness and the 10? I trust Christian 21 as much or more than any other truther that's out there. We do have to be aware that he is a fallible human like we all are, and he's very invested in having things happen soon because he wants his daughter to be healed and better. Okay, I think his guides are absolutely in the light. I think they're working with him. I think he gets good information. He shares it to the best of his ability. And there's not 1 ounce of deceit in that man at all. At all. But again, when he starts talking about dates and things like that, I remember that it's hard to set your ego aside when your child is suffering and you know that this change would mean a healing opportunity for them. So I think he's accurate, but not necessarily on the timeline. Plus, our timelines are getting played with and shifted. So I'm not even going to do a read about that because I've read about him. I got a video that's up about Christian 21. He got more major arcanas than I've ever seen anybody get in my life. Okay. All right. So let's see. Hi, David. Welcome. I was answering without tarot cards a question about Christian 21. Okay. All right. Who has my full support and endorsement? Okay, Tracy, will the changes affect Canada soon too? Americans have Mr. T, who's here to help Canadians. Your Alberta Prime Minister is doing a fabulous job, even if she's a version 2.0. Okay, and I wanted to do a video about someone else that's coming up on the scene. I have read about Mr. Paul Bear. He is deep state. He is compromised. He may talk a good game and the media may like him or pretend to only kind of like him, but no, he's not good. But unfortunately for you with your Castordo and us with number 46, I see us all rolling out into better places together. So I think Canada and the United States are going to find relief just about, in tandem. Okay, so love the conversation here. Looking back up here for my moderator. Hi, Tess. Okay, I'm going to go to the bottom here and pick a question. Okay, Transcending Granny says, Maggie had a question. Will off-worlds make themselves known? Ask the firmament first. I'm not really understanding that. Ask firmament first. But, okay, that is a good question. I don't know if, I make no secret of the fact that I truly believe we have benevolent off-world help, both on the 17 team and in changing. I think we're kind of one of those destination vacation places for intelligent and kindly off-world. I picture thousands of ships just out of our sight range watching us with interest, including this live stream. So, but let's phrase the question well so that we can get an answer. So, will the benevolent off-world help that Earth is receiving be made manifest soon in the near future? How's that? So benevolent off-world help that Earth is receiving, will it be made, visibly manifest in the near future on this timeline? I try to close all the loopholes I can. Okay. Benevolent off-world help, are you going to make yourself visible to us, manifest to us, evident, maybe even to the normies in the near future on this timeline? They're probably going, right beside you right now, woman, what do you want? Okay, middle. Okay. We have the Eight of Cups. Wheel of Fortune. Recent past, we got the Queen of Cups. Not getting any hard yeses yet. Six of Pentacles. Five of Cups. Oops, I'm sorry, that should be in the middle. And then insights and information, we have the Nine of Swords telling us not to worry, and King of Pentacles. Okay. So our question, would benevolent off-world be making themselves more readily manifest and visible in the near future? Okay. We are getting kind of a yes with the Wheel of Fortune turning because it always turns. Right now they're not. As it turns, they will. And that's in the present. So if it is going to happen, it's going to happen not in a major way, but there are going to be some irrefutable sightings and evidence. Okay? All right. So in the recent past, we have our Queen of Cups. Okay? Again, emotional intelligence. I think that they've been waiting until we're ready to accept the fact that they've been involved and in a positive way. Okay. Now this is a generosity card. So yeah, we have much to be thankful for. And this is a good weekend for gratitude and thanks. Okay. So they've been helping us, not to the fullest extent that they could, because some of this, we have to dig our way out of this. We had to realize we were enslaved. We had to realize we were programmed. And then as we try to break free, they're there to help. Okay? So they've had to be very careful about not helping too much. Just as when a chick is pecking its way out of a shell, if you help too much, the chick doesn't make it. Okay? They need that exercise of freeing themselves to get their lungs working and be ready for a complete change of environment from that egg to the big wide world. Okay, now we've got a turning away card. We're looking at the near future here. We have the Five of Cups. Again, this is a kind of sorrow and sadness. I think our benevolent off-world help has been kind of sad that they've had to wait and hold back. Okay, I think that's changing. They're getting happier with us. As more and more of us are awake and willing to talk about things. I mean, if you had told me that I would be talking to hundreds of people and discussing, off-world benevolent help a couple of years ago, I'd have thought, I'm not believing it, but I'm not going to talk about it. Okay? And we need to stop worrying about that. There's not as much to worry about as you think. This is a card of generosity. And again, we've got some generosity here with this. Now, this can mean often Pentacles are about real things, but you know what? The assistance we're getting from them in shaking off our programming. I understand that they are turning down and off some, and this may be why we got a kind of a really strong yes on the change in electricity. I hear that they're changing some of the subconscious programming so that we can shake free of it slowly but surely. And so that's kind of cool. All right. I'm going to get 2 more cards, even though I don't have a thing to hold them up here. We've got the 10 of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Wisdom and generations are going to be celebrating. So again, our world is in flux in a very beautiful, wonderful way. And nothing can stop what is coming. And we're going to be so happy with the changes as they roll out. Okay? And we just need to remember it's the collective that chooses and decides the speed of that rollout. Okay? And we're a portion of that collective and we're helping it speed up. So keep those positive vibes going. Picture the world the way you want it to be because we create our reality. Energy flows where attention goes. And that's why less and less of my attention is going to things like geopolitics, but more into the world change. I mean, am I going to be interested in a country leader? A little bit, but I'm more interested in our world being freed from slavery and people being freed from their mind control and programming and able to develop to their full potential. I'm more interested in DNA being healed and exploring those possibilities and getting one person to make a few small changes and incremental changes that are still part of a monolithic, huge government that is dysfunctional and hopefully will soon be unnecessary. I hope we're coming to a place where we have representation, but not heavy-handed, big bureaucratic government monoliths. Okay, I'm going to put the cards up for that question. Okay, I'm going to take one more question with the tarot cards, and then I'll just verbally answer questions for a while if you guys have more that you want, okay? Let me get a deck cleansed. That's so important. If you don't clear the energy in a deck, it keeps answering the question that was most relevant to it prior. So I'm tapping this one, all 4 corners on the selenite, and starting the shuffle. What question am I looking for, Trans Granny? There are others before this. Okay, Jody asks, is Reiki healing in future and are med beds connected to Reiki healing? Interesting. I have benefited from Reiki healing. I believe in it. Is there a connection between Reiki healing and med bed technology? Is that our question, I think? Okay. So let's be careful here. We're looking for insights and information about our future healing options, and including but not limited to is Reiki. Forgive me if I didn't say it right. My reading vocabulary is much bigger than my spoken one. Going to be involved. Technologies. Okay. Okay. And the answers. Okay, the questions involved with Page of Pentacles, clarified by Ten of Swords, then we have the Empress, Major Arcana. Oh, she's in the new basket. Then we have the Nine of Swords, Justice, Page of Cups, Page of Swords. Okay. So this question is about healing possibilities and options in our near future. Okay. So Page of Pentacles showing up for our question. Okay. And aspected by the 10. So we are coming to a time of an end of the current healing systems and going on to one that's much better, one that's much more natural, earth-centered, and good for humans. Okay. In the present, we're being told as those technologies roll out, we'll have fewer and fewer worries about our health and the outcomes for our health. Okay. And in fact, the healing is going to be beautiful and done in full. Okay. Page of Cups. Reiki healing may still be an element of what's going to be offered to us with the new technologies, but I'm getting more that it involves frequencies and vibrations, and especially as we go from being carbon-based to crystalline-based, there's going to be some huge, wonderful changes in how our health is achieved from, these highly corrupted poison bodies we've got that Big Pharma's had so much fun with, to our new way of life. Let me hold up a couple other cards for information. We've got the Nine of Pentacles again, and the Five of Cups. Okay, so on the one hand, we've got some information. This is a card of love, energy, independence, positive, beautiful outcomes. Okay, and again, some sadness, because as these roll out, there are people whose life contracts didn't include living through that process, and they are leaving us. So we are saying goodbye, unfortunately, to loved ones and ones that we hoped would stay with us through this whole huge transformation that our world is going on. And we're not done with all the goodbyes, though. We just need to understand that a lot of people, that was their life contract. They came here to be part of it, to be maybe, a placeholder, to be part of this, but not see us through to the end, that now they're moving on. And so we miss them because we're separated for now from those we love when they transition. But those separations aren't permanent. They're not eternal. We are eternal energy. And when your energy is transformed, it can't be destroyed. And that means reconnections are absolutely possible. Okay. So, all right. I don't know. I'm going to go through here. I'm backing up a little ways. Okay. Tracy Thompson said, love from Alberta. Kevin Williams said, hello, Tess. I'm going to look for questions that I could just answer out loud, just verbally, if you're wanting my opinion or what intuitively I'm told. Okay. Okay, will the government be successful in jabbing our livestock? Yes, but not universally successful. And as our timelines diverge, there's going to be timelines where it's more successful than the ones I'm planning to be part of. Okay, Tess wanted to know if I changed the picture over the sofa. No, that's the one that's been there. I got it last fall. It's a picture of Denali, Reflection Lake, And I've had it for years. Okay. Okay. Ukraine war finished this month. Hi, Laura. Silver Bells wanted to know that. The Ukraine war could have been finished in a day. Okay. It's serving a purpose for the white hats. They're allowing all that dirty fiat money to be sent there and funneled there and laundered there. Okay. Very little of it's going to weapons and destruction. When the Ukraine war no longer serves a useful purpose for both sides, it will be concluded. Okay? See, right now, the deep state is going, ha, ha, we're laundering money. We got it made. Yeah, they've stopped some of the bio shenanigans, but, yeah, we're sending billions. They think it's going to the people, and it's coming right back to our offshore bank accounts and stuff. And the white hats are going, yeah, go ahead. It's fiat money. It's going to be worthless, because with the new quantum system, we're going to know the origins of all money you try to use and convert, and that won't be allowed to be converted. So now the other thing to be aware of too is the tarot cards aren't really good for a question that specific of will it be done this month, because there may be timeline options where it is, and that may not be what we're on. Okay, so we have to be really careful with when questions. Okay, a better question for Ukraine might be, will we be happy with, will peace-loving humans be happy with how the situation is beginning to wrap up by the end of the month in Ukraine? Okay. Yeah, many countries dropping the US dollar. I did that video about Operation Sandman. When they do that all together in conjunction, that's going to be a huge, huge, big marker for change coming. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Prince Charles going to be crowned. Well, the real Prince Charles has been gone for a long time. This is a 2.0, and he's not a very healthy one. Again, this is one of those questions of depends on the timeline. I think we're going to see him crowned in most of our timelines, but it's just show. And is anybody else sick and tired of all these impersonators? Fake 46, fake Fetterman, fake Charles, fake Castro, fake Hillary, fake Bill, her husband. I mean, good Lord, let's have a few funerals and acknowledge that they're gone and build a better world. Okay? Okay, will all bad leaders say bye-bye? I think a lot of them have already. Okay? Okay. Now, NorCal Girl says 17th letter posted that Podesta will be the first arrest. Is that still the marker we're looking for? That was back in 2017. And Mr. Podesta, I do believe, has already been processed. So again, when we see one, he's a version 2.0, a stand-in, being played by somebody in some way. And what I think may be possible is that they will show his arrest when they start rolling the films of I understand they've used the old analog type of filming so that people can't complain that it's deep fake digital videos. So I think he'll be one, and it'll be shown that he was an early arrest. But as far as the marker we're still looking for, I honestly don't know. There's so many layers and meanings to the 17 posts. I think it's one of them, but it's not the one I'm going to hang my hat on. Okay. Okay. Well, the government did that one. Let's see. Let's see where we're at here. I'm going to scroll on down. Okay. We don't want to tell anybody, but beachgoers saying buy a certain something. We don't push products on this channel. Okay, period. I tell people if you're able to make some sensible arrangements for if our money system goes down, have a little cash on hand, a little extra food, do it. But we do not advise people to buy anything, whether it's a service or a product on this channel. And I don't appreciate anybody coming in here and giving a specific purchase recommendation. Okay? Okay, Purple Rose, you have a question about, I heard about artificial life. They will be making a new species that will erase humans. Okay? I'm not going to ask the cards about that, but let's talk about that. I do believe that there has been a eons long fight between biological created life and AI intelligence. Now, why one wants to get rid of the other? There must be some jealousy going on there at the root of it. I got to think that there's something better beyond even those two factions, but we're having to deal with those two factions, okay? That AI wants to destroy the biological life, and because of that threat, biological life wants to nullify AI, artificial intelligence. Why they can't coexist, don't ask me, okay? But because that's been an eons-long fight and battle, what we have to be careful right here, right now, in our plane of existence, is we are getting some programming attempts from notable names. And they try to tell us that so-and-so is going to make life would be better for us. And they try to make us feel like that AI is an inevitability. It's not, unless we allow it. So I don't give any consent to living in a reality where AI rules carbon-based life forms. I also give no consent to being a subservient to some, getting rid of these reptilian slave owners that we've had, just to something more beneficial. The beneficial off-world help that we're getting, I want them to mentor us. I want them to teach us. I want them to partner with us, even if we're just lowly little apprentices. But I don't want us to be subservient to them. We have waited thousands of years to be free. We have waited thousands of years to be allowed to resume our potential as a race. So I don't give any consent to be ruled or augmented by AI. And I give no consent to be subservient to another race. I will acknowledge and respect that there are many far above us, just like there are planes of existence far beyond 5D. Okay? But that doesn't mean we bow to them. It means we acknowledge them, we seek some help and assistance, and appreciate mentorship and partnership, but not ownership. Okay, well, we've been at this with my attempt to start at 2. I've been at it for almost an hour. So I'm going to say let's wrap this up in a few minutes, everybody. Take a few minutes to wish everybody a good weekend, celebrated however you wish, but in safety and health and love. As I will continue to try to get a video up with Zoom. And in fact, like I said, I've got 3 of them I want to do, and Zoom is not cooperating. So this was a workaround for that, so that we had some contact. And you knew that I wasn't ill or AWOL or just blowing you guys off, because that's not it at all. But because of shenanigans and a lack of tech support from Zoom, video production has not been working out for me. Okay. Hey, Kate, glad you're here. It will take a while to show, but I did authorize live chat replay on this. So this is the one that we'll leave up, and you can go back and read what you missed and see the reads, okay? They were interesting. We asked about animals and health and electricity and energy sources and things like that. Okay. Some of the questions you're asking, guys, if you use your own discernment, you know the answer. You know that as a change occurs, there's going to be a lot of cleanup to our water, our air, our land, our animals, our bodies, and our food service sources. Okay? All right. I don't mind answering questions and asking the universe questions for you at all. But what I really like is when you realize what's important is how you feel about something. what your discernment is telling you. Okay? So sometimes as you start that process, it's nice to get a little confirmation from a trusted source, but more and more have that trusted source be your discernment, your gut. How do you feel? Okay? It's kind of nice to know someone's opinion on something, especially if it kind of confirms what you're starting to think. But eventually, be that person in the staff meeting that doesn't have to look left and right to see if other people agree with them when they raise their hand to vote. Ask your discernment what the answer is and trust it. And that will help grow your discernment. Now, before we leave, a week from Sunday is our next live stream meditation. Okay? Right now, I don't have a focus for you. I'm just inviting all positive intentions to be present. But it will be at our usual time, and I will put up an announcement over the weekend about it. But that will be a week from Sunday at our usual time, which is 7 p.m. for London, 2 p.m. on the East Coast, down to 10 a.m. on the West Coast, okay, of the U.S. So no change of time. And we're going to do our meditation and just be bringing positive thoughts and intentions to the table. A wide range, maybe like we did with the live stream today, where we had a wide range of topics we wanted to address. Okay? Okay, well, I say love and light to everybody. I'm glad you're here for whatever portion of the live stream you were here. And again, we did this simply because there's some shenanigans going on with Zoom. Can't get tech support. I'm not being allowed to create videos right now. And I wanted to have a point of contact with you before we started this holiday weekend for many of us, or just a regular weekend for the rest of us. So stay safe, love and light, and all things bright, and keep smiling, okay? And shake off fear. Trust your discernment. We got this, guys. We got this. Our world is changing in wonderful ways, and it may even be changing this weekend. So be it.